Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vikram Joshi, faculty member, Department of Management Technology, Shri Ramdev Baba College of Engineering and Management, Nagpur. Welcome to the lecture, Analysis of Variance. In short, this is also termed as ANOVA. Now in ANOVA, Analysis of Variance, we are going to discuss how to test the means between the various samples. So in analysis of variance, we are going to discuss one-way ANOVA and multi-way ANOVA. Now if you look at this Excel sheet, here you can see that the example is a company is in the process of launching a new product. Before launching, the company wants to ascertain the status of its product as a second alternative, and for doing so the company prepared a questionnaire consisting of 20 questions on a 5-point rating scale, with 1 being strongly disagree, 5 being strongly agree, and the company administered this questionnaire to 8 randomly selected respondents from 5 potential sales zones, and the scores are given below in the table. So we have to test whether the scores obtained, sales scores obtained in various zones, zone number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So whether the means in these 5 different zones are equal or they are unequal. So we use analysis of variance when the samples are more than 2 samples. So when we have different treatments made on a certain sample, so for example here there are number of treatments, so when treatments are more than 2, we use analysis of variance where we are testing multiple means with the help of F statistics. If we are having only 2 treatments, then this will be equal to hypothesis testing for 2 samples, sample means. So in analysis of variance, so this is a case which is also called as completely randomized type of design, CRD. So in completely randomized designs, we have different treatments more than 2, and we are interested in testing the means between these various treatments. Now in this is a table which is tabulated, but normally the data which is available with us is in this particular format. So here you can see that these are the various zones and these are the sales scores obtained in these various zones. So we are going to use this data for analysis of variance for testing the null hypothesis. So this is for testing the hypothesis that all the means are not equal. So null hypothesis is all means are equal. Alternative hypothesis is all the means are not equal. So this data sheet I am going to now import in R Commander. So click on data, import data from Excel file. Now data set, I name this as dataset 1, then click OK. Then desktop, then I select the appropriate folder for getting the file. So FDP online, here analysis of variance. Now sales, okay. Now I can view this data. So this is the data, these are the zones and these are the sales scores obtained in these 5 different zones. Now for performing the analysis of variance, again click on statistics, then means, and in means one-way ANOVA. So click on one-way ANOVA. So this one-way ANOVA deals with the completely randomized design. So here you can see that in group, zone variable is mentioned, in response category variable cell score is mentioned. So we will select this as it is, we'll keep it as it is, and then we will click on OK. Now as soon as we click on OK, we can see here this is the output table wherein the various values are calculated. So here we can see that f value is 0.889 and the p value, again the decision rule here is that if the p value is less than or equal to 0.05, then less than or equal to 0.05, then we reject H0 and accept H1. But if the p value is greater than 0.05, then we do not reject H0. Now in this case we see that the p value of f is 0.481, which is much higher than 0.05. This implies that we do not reject H0, and hence our null hypothesis is mu1 equals to mu2 equals to mu3 equals to mu4 equals to mu5. That is, all means are equal, so they are not significantly different from each other. So this null hypothesis is here accepted. So we do not reject H0 at 5% level of significance. So this is how we can perform the analysis of variance in case of completely randomized design, where we are having only the various treatments for a certain response category variable. Now this gives us, now here we can also see that the means of various zones, standard deviation and data size, sample size of each zone is here mentioned. So this is how we can perform analysis of variance. Now in this case we see that all different means are equal, or they are not significantly different from each other. But if we are interested in also comparing between each zone separately, then in that case we can do this by clicking on means, then one way ANOVA, and then here you can click on pairwise comparison of means, and then OK. So here we can see that the pairwise comparison so here the calculation with regard to pairwise comparison is in process. Yes, so here you can see that the pairwise comparison is also done, and here we can see here that the comparison is done between zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 1, zone 4, zone 1, etc. Now here the t values are calculated. So like we are testing the hypothesis for 2 sample. Here the t values are given for 2 samples, zone 2 and zone 1, zone 3, zone 1, etc. Now here the p values are also mentioned. Now here all the p values are greater than 0.05. This means that there is no significant difference existing between the means, and hence all the means are equal. So if we make the pairwise comparison, here also we can see that the means are not significantly different from each other for each pair of zones. So this is how we can even test in R between the 2 different treatments as well, and see whether there is significant difference existing between those 2 treatments or not. So this is completely randomized design. Now another case is randomized block design. Now this randomized block design is slightly different from this completely randomized design. In completely randomized design we have different treatments, but there may be some independent variable which is called as the extraneous variable, and the response variable may be confounded by the extraneous variable which is not in our control, or which is on which the controls are not executed by the researcher. So in such circumstances we can also make the analysis of variance for testing for such type of blocking variables as well. So this when the response variable is confounded by some variable, extraneous variable, then we can block the effect of that particular variable by making the appropriate changes. For example, if we look at this example, a researcher has obtained randomly selected sales data for 4 companies. These 4 companies are given here, and the data is collected with regard to the sales. Average sales of these 4 different companies is mentioned here. Now we can also see that the sales of these companies may be influenced by the region where we are selling the product. Because of various regulations existing in these regions, the sales may differ between the companies as well. These different conditions may be like tax policies or transportation cost or any other such factors which may also impact your response variable, that is sales, between the various companies. So in such cases we might be interested in testing whether there exists a significant difference between the means between these various treatment levels, that is the companies, and also we may be interested in testing whether there is significant difference existing between the means of this blocking variable, that is the region. So if we want to perform such type of analysis, again normally the data is available in such format: region, company and sales. So this data is separately taken on another worksheet. This worksheet we will again import in R. So again go to data, then import data from Excel file. I name this as dataset 2. OK. ANOVA, then sales. OK. Now this datasheet is uploaded. You can view this datasheet. So this is the datasheet. Now we want to test for columns as well as the rows. So for this, we want to test for the columns whether there is significant difference existing between the means of these various companies, and also we are interested in testing for the blocking variables whether there exists significant difference between the means of this blocking variable, that is the region. So for this, again we'll go into statistics, click on means, then here again we will perform one-way ANOVA. So here you can see that there are 2 different groups, company and the region. So first we will select company, because we cannot pick 2 here, we can only pick one variable. So first we will test for company and sales, and then OK. So again you can see here that this p-value is 0.000116, and here 3 stars are mentioned. This 3 star indicates 0.001, or even 2 star is 0.01. This implies that at 1% level of significance, we can interpret this like at 1% level of significance we can say that there exists a significant difference between the means of various companies. So now I want to test whether there exists significant difference between the regions as well. So for this I select the region and then OK. So here between the regions, p value is 703, which is much higher than 0.05. That means here even it is much higher than 0.10. So we can here interpret that there does not exist significant difference between the regions, but significant difference between the companies exists. Now if I want to go into more details with regard to in which companies the significant difference is more prominent, so again I can go into means, one way ANOVA, select the company, pairwise comparison, and OK. So the pairwise comparison analysis is in process. Now here we can see between the companies the pairwise comparison is done, and this is the statistic. So here between every two companies, pairs of two companies, the comparison is made. So if we compare company 2 and company 1, p value is much greater than 0.05. that means there does not exist significant difference between the company 2 and company 1. Here p value is less than 0.01, so we can say that between company 3 and company 1 there exists significant difference between the means. Then here also we can say that significant difference exists between company 4 and company 1 at 5% level of significance. Here also between company 3 and company 2 there exists a significant difference between the means at 5% level of significance. Then in these two cases again at 1% level of significance we can say that there exists a significant difference between the means of company 4 and company 2, company 4 and company 3. So this is how we can make the comparison between the rows and between the columns in case of randomized block design where blocking variable is present. Now the third case. The third case is where we are having the factorial design. Now in factorial design we might be interested in not only the blocking variable but also the interaction effect. Now for example, these are the say scores. A company purifier company, water purifier company wants to launch a new product, new model for its popular product. The company has divided its potential customers into 3 categories: middle class, upper middle class, and upper class. Potential customers are further divided among 3 states of India: Gujarat, Delhi, and Punjab. And for determining the purchase intentions of the potential randomly selected consumers, the company has used a simple question: does this new product appeal to you? The questionnaire is administered to 36 randomly selected customers from different classes and states. The company has used 5-point rating scale, and this data is presented below. So here this data is tabulated from this original version of data. So here you see that there are 3 customer classes: upper middle class, and upper class, and these are the 3 different states, and the response variable is the scores. or the ratings. Now we want to test here the null hypothesis for row effect, all the row means are equal. Alternative hypothesis, all the row means are not equal. Then column effect, all the column means are equal, all the column means are not equal. And third, interaction effect, the hypothesis, null hypothesis interaction effect is not present and interaction effect is present between the customer class as well as the states. Now to do this, again these intentions are separately taken on another worksheet. This worksheet now we will upload in R Commander. So again, data, import data, Excel file. Now I name this as dataset 3. OK. Now here I select the appropriate worksheet. OK. So this sheet is now uploaded. Now we can view the data. So to view the data, click on view data. So here you can see the data. Now we will proceed for the analysis of variance. So again, means. Now in this case we will select multi-way ANOVA because we are interested in calculating the interaction effect as well. Now select both these variables which are mentioned under the factors. Rating is your response variable. Now click OK. So as soon as you click OK, you will get here, this is the output. Now in this case you can see that for class, then region, and then class and region. Now as far as class is concerned, there are three classes: upper class, upper middle class, and lower class, middle class. Now here p value corresponding to class is much greater than 0.05. This means that there does not exist significant difference between the means of various class. Then as far as region is concerned, there are three regions. One is Gujarat, other is Delhi, and third one is Punjab. Now these are the three regions. Now between these regions, here we can see that p value corresponding to region is approximately equals to 0. That means the means in various regions are significantly different from each other. And then if we see the interaction effect between the class and region, then there does not exist any interaction effect as this value is much greater than 0.05. That means we can infer on the basis of this that between the regions the means are significantly different from each other. So this is how we can perform the analysis of variance for factorial design as well, wherein we are interested in also analyzing the interaction effect between the variables. Now the other statistics are also mentioned here. These are the means corresponding to each region and class, then standard deviation and the counts. So this shows the counts. So this is how the analysis of variance can be done with regard to these various types of designs. So here you can even select any data set you have saved or whatever data sets you have uploaded. All these data sets are available here, and you can even make the comparison or you can use these data sets as and when required whenever you are making the analysis. So if I take this data set 2, okay, So this is data set 1. So I can use this data set if I want, or if I want to make any such a comparison between the data sets, I can also make that comparison here itself. So view data set. So this is the another data set. Then go to the statistics, click on the means, one way ANOVA, company or the region, make the pairwise comparison. Okay. So this is how you get the pairwise comparison between the various data sets or various variables. So this is how, depending upon the nature of data or the data set available with you, whether it is a completely randomized design, this is the completely randomized design, this is the randomized block design, and this is your factorial design. So depending upon the nature of design, the nature of data available with you, you can make the analysis as per the requirement. So this is all about the analysis of variance. So hope I have cleared all your doubts and difficulties with regard to using the analysis of variance. So analysis of variance is used for testing the several means at a time. So if you are having the treatments, you are having one independent variable, you are having number of treatments more than 2, then in such cases you can use the analysis of variance. If you are having only 2 treatment levels or single treatment for any independent variable, then you can go with hypothesis testing. So this is all about the analysis of variance. So thank you very much for your patient listening. Bye.